Alright, I think we're live. Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel. Today we are on Truckers MP Simulation 2, and today we are going to be doing some of these Christmas toys of yesteryear World of Trucks event. We're going to be taking a few of them today. I've currently done 6 out of 15, so I need to do 9 more. You basically go to the external contracts, take them from there. Currently in London, I am wanting to get my festive truck out, but the issue is I do not know which one it is I use. I think it's that one, Kenya R 2009. I think I have a next gen one, don't I? What's the one I use the most? Why not that one? I'll drive that then. And I'll just slap a, slap a Christmas paint job on it, even though it already has a Christmas paint job. I'm using winter mod as well. And I am on low graphics. Otherwise my PC would probably not handle it otherwise. But I can literally not see the speedo at all. Hello Nate, how you doing? If you go to Southampton, I'll literally... What are you doing, mate? I'm literally just going to freely take jobs as I please. What server? Simulation 2. Right, let's go and slap a... go slap a thingy on. Christmas paint job. There's one in mind that I always take when doing this. Is that one? Everything in here. You can get a Christmas tree like there, but I don't have it. But I definitely want the Christmas lights. I get the festive star as well up here. Yeah, there we go. Christmas star. A tablet down here. A cushion. I wish there was like a Christmas cushion. That'd be quite cool. You go with that one. Not really anything else festive I can put on, really. Get a table. I get a compass here. A wallet here. Genuine. Go with the Santa here. Kind of glows. I will get a phone here. Some lights. Add that in. Right, let's not mess around with configuring because we're here to drive and take jobs. So we basically need to look for these, the ones that say gifts. We've got one to Le Mans, could be a good one. Do we have any other ones just out of interest? Most of these aren't really gifts. Really only have gifts on these ones, and they offer in a lot of money. There is actually one to Southampton paying in £12,000. Right, we'll go to Southampton to start off, and then we'll go from there. So I don't know how long the stream's going to be, by the way. I'm just going to stream until... yeah. Alright, let's go. That guy knew how to drive. He's not not even in his in his lane. My seasonal effects thing's on. I don't even know. Let's go pick up this trailer. Which one's mine? Crazy around here, man. I don't even know where to go. Could have done with some snow. When we go on the motorway, I might turn rain intensity up all the way, so then we get snow. Good way of getting snow. Tailgating gives you slipstream. Well, I mean, if you get banned, it's not my fault. And I tell you guys to leave space if you are going to join. And plus, if you're using the winter mod physics as well, then you are going to be, your braking distance is going to be like 4 times or like 10 times, slippier. You can just about see the lanes, let alone, driving in these conditions. That's what I like. I'm just going to pull over here slightly. Beach it in the snow. We're just going to turn rain intensity up all the way. As you can see, low graphics. It wouldn't work otherwise. Hold on, all of these need to be up. There we go. Seasonal effects is on as well, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. So it should probably start snowing maybe when we exit the country or something like that. So you can't really see the lights on the side of the trailer. It's A, it's daytime, and B, it's my graphics are on like I'm still on car limit. I need to change that. You should get around, you know, each corner at 56. But it is the snow. Also, if you look closely as well, what happened when I was playing this on single player, there was actually like dust like coming out from like the rear of the trailer. Quite good. Honestly, I love playing Euro trucking, you know, in high frame rate like this. It's just so much more calming. I am someone who would take frame rate over quality, in my opinion. But if I could get that quality as well, you know, I'd like to. You can see, you know, the truck already, you know, slipping about, and I'm going 30 down this ramp. That is pretty quick, to be fair. Very foggy as well. Which button is the fog lights? Barely see what's going on. I'll tell you the story, we have time. At first we thought it was just I don't know, odd day. I restarted the PC and started it the next day. Still no improvement. Next, I don't really know what my stepdad did. I think then he like checked for graphics updates. There wasn't anything. Well, there was one actually. It was like the latest one that hadn't, you know, fully released, but we got that. No improvement. And then we thought it was. Well, then I kind of like thought this morning if we could reset the PC back to the day before my PC started having issues. The time it went back to was the day my PC started acting up, so I did that. It came up with an error message saying could not fully complete due to something in the system. I didn't really think too much of it. So I started to play F1 again, still no improvement. And I think we just thought it was the fans. The fans were struggling to run this morning. I think my stepdad managed to get them working a bit. Didn't really help though either. And then after that I went to record a video. I couldn't open Audacity. So I had to record my voice through OBS. Then after I recorded finishing the video, when I went to edit it in Premiere, I tried to open Premiere, couldn't open, so that's when I thought it could have been maybe like a corrupt hard drive or something like that. I restarted the PC though on my laptop. Then I was able to open, you know, Premiere fine and start editing. I don't see how a corrupt hard drive would slow down my system like that. Plus the hard drive that I have Premiere and Audacity on is not the same to, you know, the hard drive / SSD. Oops. That I have my games on. It was really weird, and I had no idea. So I scanned all 3 hard drives. There wasn't really any fixes or anything. All of them seemed to work fine, so I don't know. And I still don't know what is going on either. I'm kind of almost just accepting that my laptop's just never going to be the same it was. I think it's, it all came to the end of its life, but I don't see how, because I've only had my laptop for what, 3 years. My laptop shouldn't be degrading that quick, you know. Rendering videos and editing and stuff like that is still going to be, pretty quick, because that's pretty much what my laptop's going to be. When I get my gaming laptop, it's effectively going to be like a work laptop. I edit football matches on, maybe a few YouTube videos, maybe. It's not going to be a streaming PC because I kind of want to, do all of that with my gaming laptop. But yeah, it means like, if I'm doing a football match or something, I can have this laptop kind of like doing all of that rendering and things like that, and I can use the gaming laptop and streaming if I'm streaming that way. There you go. Hello, Christian Hayden. How you doing? Excellent rating. 7 out of 15 jobs done. I mean, you can literally just do, like short jobs, but sort of want to do, kind of like the big ones. On to Grimsby. That's a pretty good one. At the end of the gifts, though, yeah. Might do that one to Grimsby. That's a pretty good one, to be fair. I don't really want to go to Russia just yet. Do this one to Grimsby. It's literally at this depot as well, which is great news. And it's also the paint job that matches my trailer. Destination we go. It's a load of trucks there. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know, I thought that was like a car or something. Callum's there. So far, which is quite good. Do I drift? Don't fancy it, mate. It's actually quite hard to drift in these things, you know, in this year. Last year it was so easy to drift in these things. But then again, I haven't really tried it. We only have convoy. If you have played at least 2 hours of Euro Truck, then you can get Truckers MP. In the snow, you can drift early. Oh, easily. I haven't tried it. I have no clue why I didn't join the convoy. This isn't convoy, this is Truckers MP. That's where we're headed to. Local Roman, have you watched my tutorial? If you have done and you still can't connect, then part of me is thinking that you may have been banned from Truckers MP already. Yeah, there's no face cam on this one, OG, because I kind of want the stream to be, you know, kind of like a fully chilled out, relaxed stream. My vision when I think of, you know, fully chilled out streams is literally, you know, like no fancy graphics or anything of that, just raw gameplay and voice. Rocking along, really. I also said I was going to change it to the truck limit as well. I can't be bothered. Oh gosh. Okay, that was weird. I don't even know what happened there. Did I even clip the barrier? What even happened there? I literally just tapped the barrier. Physics game. now, I'm going to lose the job. At least I can do slash fix because we're on Truckers MP, but that was so weird. Probably the barrier can't, you know, just force you to the other side of the road and then beach on the barrier or on the, you know, the central reservation. It can't do that. That's the opposite of physics. Truckers MP, then you can just create a new account. Still good for fuel. Just yet. Also, you're looking front, there's literally no vision. Look to the right, there's vision. In honestly, conditions like this, you really have to have, you know, the player dots on because you will not know where you're going at all. Heading onto the M25. That was quick, wasn't it? Quick drive up, you know, northeast, onto the motorway. If anyone has even thought to do a video like this, how many times can you drive on the M25 in 24 hours? You would be shattered after that, absolutely shattered. I don't just mean in game, in real life as well. You'll need to refuel, you know, at least 100 times, I'm guessing. It wouldn't be legal. Mr. Beast travelled across the entire, you know, of America and then, you know, in an Uber. If that's possible, I think anything's possible in honesty. What was the time when we actually started the stream? Like dead on, or like was it 25 to or something? like that that offer 70 mile an hour. But we're stuck on stupid speed limiter, so we're on 56. We should limit it to 56 dark Reaper. That's what you get when you take World of Trucks jobs. Hasn't got the job. If Callum hasn't got the job, then of course it'll be quicker. Maybe you can copy the thing from the truck dispatcher and it just thinks, you know, thinks of it as an easy, you know, as a normal freight market. There. Honestly, who thinks making like spam accounts and spamming like those sorts of links on, you know, YouTube videos, who thought that would be a good idea? Hello Lion Plays, how you doing? Banter's been naughty for Christmas, why, what's he done? Giving attention, I'm just saying, like, who thought that would be a good idea? Of course they're going to get, you know, banned from that user's channel. I'm just saying. Where is this? We're on the M1 up to Grimsby. Speaking of which, we might be turning off the motorway soon. Got turn off's actually coming up. Unless that's actually a turn in the road. Actually, that's okay. That's a turn in the road. Unfortunately, this isn't a Hull, so we won't go over the Humber Bridge. It's available in your truck, so we'll use it. Maybe this is a sign of what's to come. Guess what? Go ahead. And I'm doing fine, thank you, by the way. Christmas, which is great but sad, so that means all the Christmas build up to excitement is gone. Then after Christmas you have to wait another year. see what you're saying, but that's really kind of why not really getting as, you know, excited about Christmas is probably a good thing. Because then you don't really, you know, have a, you know, any expectations first of all. And then as you just said, you know, after Christmas then excitement just disappears. We'll get overwhelmed on Christmas Day and then we'll tear downstairs, open the presents, and then that's it. The day is kind of, you know, gone. Normally I would be excited about Christmas, but it's just because like this year, like I'm not really expecting anything like at all. Like 2 years ago, you know, I was, you know, wanting, you know, but wasn't really wanting an Oculus Quest. I was gonna, you know, pay for the Oculus, you know, Quest itself. And I was surprised with it on Christmas Day. And then obviously last Christmas I got my mic. In nearly a year of having this microphone, it's crazy. And I only got the arm for it, what, like in April? And then obviously when you know, this year, you know, saving up for a gaming PC, and that's, you know, something I'm wanting. Like, there's not really, you know, any games or things that I want, and that's why I'm not excited at all, because there's literally nothing I want. Any sort of gaming PC without my okay anyway. And gaming PCs are just insanely expensive. For Christmas. I think he just needs a better machine. viewers has returned for another stream. Okay. You donated yesterday. Oh yeah, you did. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Well, the stream cut out. Yeah, the GoPro died. That's why it. That's why it. That's why. Dark Reaper. You donated to Team C's. Awesome. Your Roblox streams get so many more live watchers than other streams. Yeah, that's because, you know, my fan base is mostly Roblox and SCR and things like that. And I do prefer smaller streams, yeah. You know, small streams are just more chilled out, you know, more chillaxed. Especially, you know, with, you know, what you're doing in that stream as well, you know, such as trucking. F1, you know, is a good example of that because, you know, not many people chat on that one, and that's good because I don't really read chat in F1 streams because I'm more focused on racing. Minutes away from the destination though. I think we'll literally start seeing that destination flag anytime soon. There it is. Seems to actually be, you know, like up this road. Oh no, oh no, okay. That was a tight one. This air road leads directly into Grimsby. Where are we now? Entering Grimsby. Dark Reaper, it's 30. Everyone moans about how I take roundabout, even though this isn't a roundabout, this is just a normal junction. Oh, braking distances. Here's our delivery point. If I go over here, then I might be able to reverse it in. satisfactory because I had that little clash with the barrier. All right, 8 out of 15. Over halfway. Just go all the way to Finland now. I don't think so, mate. One across the country to Manchester. Pretty good, that one. What other ones do we have? Yonkaplink. Just seem to have loads of, you know, ones to France and Spain, and not really any good ones, to be fair. Refresh. I mean, we can just, you know, go, for, you know, with one to Spain. They're paying £155,000. Let's go to Reims. Be a good one today. I've delivered to Reims before, though. Looks like there's a bit of a drive over there. I'm very dark all of a sudden. The lights are on. What the hell? Actually, I need to go to the F7 centre after I fit this up. I need to repair my truck. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. Thanks so much. Really 4 PM in the game. Doesn't even look that dark. Actually 4:40, oh yeah, fair enough. These physics are weird. No truck should understeer by that amount. Do another slash fix. Wrong command. Instead of, you know, repairing, just do the command. Why not? Controller or keyboard? I use controller. Oh yeah, F1's way easier to play with controller, definitely. Keyboard's literally the hardest device to play on. Like, hardest, you know, input thing to play on. Steering one is way better for, you know, racing games like F1. It's more if you know, you want to be, you know, more like in the game, or you know, more like a casual player. Alright, we've got some tight twisty bends, so I'm probably going to slow down a lot for these because I do not want to understeer into opposing side. winter mod or not. Discord. How are you, mate? I really would not do the Dark Reaper swerve on snowy roads. Like, honestly, the snow is coming down that quick. Well done, Dark Reaper. You go slow. Lost the job as well, because he would have had to have F7. This ain't us. Look at the bright side. What's the destination? Greens. Yet again, another person that joins the convoys, clearly not following instructions. Actually, have no idea how he's going quicker. You get those giftings in the job market. Is it oh, it's probably custom trailer. Yeah, X-Rex, you're following instructions, you know, like you're the role model there. Oh, you copied the job, but it's not counted as well. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want you guys, you know, not, you know, if you guys want to take, you know, different modern truck jobs and actually, you know, get on completing the event, that's fine. Callum, you know what lane you need to stop on. To join, or can you just join? This one's on Trips MP, so you can just join this one. The game volume is louder than me. Yeah, sure. Hold on. Guys, learn how to drive. Oh, I didn't turn that down from... Oh, what? Yeah, I didn't turn that down from what I was recording today. Sorry about that. Then learn what a brake is. Just had to turn you all the way up, lol. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully that's better volume now. I can turn it down slightly if needed. Any mods or no mods? I'm using the winter mod, but that's not fully required, I don't think. M1 or A14, no idea. I will tell you when I get there. M11. Actually, it's illegal to have high beams when there's actual headlights there. Now you use high beams. Hello James UK, how you doing? Is this based in the UK? Well, where we are right now is in the UK. We'll be going into France shortly. People. What is the server name? It's Simulation 2. That's the one we're on. We're heading onto the M15. No, the M25 actually. Oh, we're already at London. On convoy, no trucks MP. Onto the M25. PM and it's literally pitch black. This is so realistic. See if we can do like a really long job when we get to Reims. I don't know how long though, like Russia or something like that. We could even get a job to Russia, that is. May not be able to finish it today, but how long have you done this stream for? Probably about an hour-ish right now. Turning off onto the M2. You're at Dover, 100% did not cheat. À la porte. Imagine if Jack in front is literally going to the same place, but is he doing well to truck shop? I think he is. He's not going any quicker than I am. Where are you heading to? Reims. I probably should not be as close to this person in front that I am now, because if he, you know, harsh brakes, I won't be able to stop in time. But more to the point, look at X-Rex! I must say though, Jack in front seems to be, you know, like one of the cleanest drivers like I've seen in this game. He's actually quite, you know, he's actually decent at driving it, you know, he is. there's only a handful of players that I know that, you know, can actually drive decently, and I think Jack's going into that hand as well. I don't mind being behind him the entire thing, you know, the entire way. A very okay driver. Respect, mate. Anyway, I think this is the turn off the side road thing before we go on to the next motorway before the Channel Tunnel. I believe we are taking the Channel Tunnel. There's no need to take the ferry at all. What is he carrying on? Ah, that was a fun little drive that was. Enjoyed that. This is indeed that slip road I talked about. Even though I check the mirror, I still check the minimap just to see if there's any, you know, blue dots, you know, racing towards us. Well, Mason, if you can't stop with the brakes, then that's because you're too close to the person in front. That's what happens in real life. If you rear end someone in real life, no matter what happened, if they brake checked you or something, it's actually their fault, or it's actually your fault for, you know, not getting out of the way. It's harsh, yes, but that's life, mate. The liability lies in, you know, in you if you crash into the person in front. That is your fault. who did not leave adequate space. Yeah, dashcam is helpful in those situations, but still, it is your fault if, you know. That's why the 2-second rule is in place. And it's why, you know, if it's raining, then it's 4. If it's icy, then I think it even goes up to like 10 when it's icy. Because when it's icy, your braking distance is 10 times longer. In rain, it's not so bad, it's just doubled. And so you can see, you know, the car, you know, in front of you, like there's not much spray affecting. What's happened there? Oh, we're on the other side. Well, I can oh. Well, I can report them later on in the... after I finish the stream, I guess. No problem there. What are you doing, man, as well? You came flying around there, mate. Right, off we go to Paddy. This is us going down south, I think. Yeah, going down south. But yeah, but we have to pass Parry to go to Reeds. We met with those death tolls as well. Always fun to negotiate those. Especially in icy conditions as well. That's why you should really use a cheap profile optimistic for coming onto here. I can never recommend going onto like your main profile on Truckers MP. That's why you always go on my Truckers MP profile. 3-hour drive down there though, not so bad. Effectively a sprint for me. Are you going 50 or 56? They're going 50. 56, mate. Now they sped up. Driving a Mercedes. Explains why. You even went on the CD road, optimistic. No wonder you're in debt. Honestly, I can't even recommend, you know, even going on to Sexism on your own profile, you know, main profile, let alone on the CD road. Where is CD? That's off the Cali way. We didn't go that way, we're going down south. Calais is northeast of the Channel Tunnel. Now, is this one where you have to... No, you have to be on it, okay. Who had that fart-like horn? A lot of these roads I haven't even discovered. Who here looks there. Who here likes football? Yeah, I watch a bit of it. Mainly into the Euros and World Cup when that start, you know, when all of that happens though. Speaking of which, World Cup starts in less than a year, and I think England are pretty much safely qualified. I think we've like won all of our opening games. I don't actually know when the next few friendlies are. What team do I support? I support Arsenal. Because that's what I've been brought up to support effectively. I used to be a bit, you know, supportive on Man United-ish. But Arsenal, me. Well, I mean, I wish I could join the game moderators thing, but I'm not really active on the forums. You support Liverpool, fair enough. But yeah, my uncle and gran, you know, Arsenal fans, and that's what I've just been brought up to support basically. Bradford is there as well, but I'm more of, you know, an Arsenal fan more than Bradford, but and also the football team I work for as well. But I, you know, try and, you know, not be biased, you know, on that, you know, on that team, because obviously, you know, I love seeing, you know, the team do well, but I can't be biased, can I? Some of the officiating from some of these games, you know, in this season have, I hate to say it, but have been poor. Like one of the games, you know, I was talking to the manager after the game, and you know, and I was just like, yeah, that was like a foot over the line. Why, you know, the ref didn't give it. Obviously, you know, I tried to send him the clip of, you know, the ball potentially going over the line, but very hard to see. The next SCR stream is on Sunday. Which is possibly going to be the final SCR stream before the new year. It's quite scary. ...2021 is nearly over. I just hope 2022 is, you know, a year that, you know, we actually get off to a good start with. Honestly, summer in 2010 is honestly probably, you know, got to be, you know, one of my best years in the summer. We did so much in the summer. We went on holiday. We stayed at the Ritz in London, I'm pretty sure. It was fantastic. So many memories from 2010. And then a decade on, 2020, did nothing, effectively. Absolutely nothing. I think the only fun things we did last year was put up tents in the back, you know, in the front garden. I think we had like a socially distanced birthday party from, you know, someone who lived down the road. Was amazing, you know, out having some fresh air, you know, just being able to, you know, social distance from, you know, our neighbors and the people down the road. We just shouted to each other. But yeah, we just hoped that in 2021 coronavirus would just go away. It didn't, it got worse. We thought the summer would be better, but no. Well, I tell you, like, it did get better, but then we just opened up and we never acted on it. I always go back to what Boris said, you know, if things get out of control, we will not hesitate to put on the brakes. Ever since we came out of that lockdown, things have gotten out of control, and Boris hasn't done anything about it. 100,000 cases we got today. 100,000 cases. Yeah, Boris thinks that we're not gonna give out any measures until at least after Christmas. What are our government doing? It's the exit. So that's the UK for you. My health security, yeah, it is, yeah. Just goes to that song. Last Christmas we partied away, but the very next day, or something like that. No, it was like last Christmas we kept you indoors, but the very next day we partied away, or something like that. I can't be bothered to get that any closer. Alright, let's see if we can get a long journey done. Perfect. All the way up to Latvia. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why the hell not? I can guarantee you by the end of the year we will be putting in, we will be putting another lockdown. There's no question about it. We will be in another lockdown by the end of the year. The government cannot make up their minds at all. Whatever we try and do, whatever they try and do, it just does not solve the issue at all. I mean, people say, if it wasn't for the rest of Parliament, Boris probably would have put us in another lockdown by now, but honestly, I don't see how they're truthful about that. You've seen how Boris, behaves on TV, and he would not do that. He would not do that. He backs up his members when they break COVID rules. exactly optimistic. And I don't think this is what government are seeing. The longer we hold off a lockdown, the longer we will be in one for. As soon as I was seeing, 1,000, cases a day, I was saying lockdown for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Get the cases settled, then, reopen, see how things are going. Don't leave it until we're getting 100,000 cases a day and people are, dying from this new variant. Lock down the country as soon as possible. Health is... There's no trial and error at this point. Do the right thing. Puts us into a lockdown. Do the right thing. Don't hold off and wait and think we will get this over with while you go and, socialize with anyone you want. Enforce these, enforce measures. Enforce a lockdown. Off you go. The only measures that they brought back is masks mandatory in shops. When you come back from a country, you have to self-isolate for at least, I think it's 14 days or unless a negative PCR test or something like that. I don't even think it's mandatory to wear a mask. It's only advised. I'm just like, that will not do anything. It may be late, but even if a lockdown is placed, it will slow the spread. Yeah, it will slow the spread. Yeah, definitely. But the thing is that they'll keep schools and colleges and education things open. That is not a lockdown. And school is another major part that, where the spread is going. And that's the generation we aren't vaccinating. I think only now we've only made, double boosters to, or double jabs available to, teenagers and upwards. They won't close down schools. We need to go into a proper lockdown. Is it 12 to 15 now? So I guess it's 16 plus can get boosters. It's not gonna solve a thing. I just guarantee you that now. It's not gonna solve a thing. If we go into a lockdown but colleges and schools remain open, I just do not see how that will help. We need a lockdown like what we had in the first, that first lockdown, because that helped. And do you know how many cases we had when we went into that lockdown? 72. Something like that. 72 cases in the UK, and we went into a lockdown. Now we're getting 100,000 a day. What are we doing? If I could leave the UK, I would. I would 100% move out of the UK. If David Cameron was still in office, we would probably have COVID, you know, done with now, you know, by now. I am not joking about that. Like, David Cameron has probably got to be, you know, one of the best prime ministers this country's had in ages. I knew as soon as Boris was coming into, you know, as soon as Boris was elected, this country is going to go downhill. It has done. But I guess we can't enforce what the government do. It is what it is, and you have to move on with our life. If the government want to keep screwing over the UK, I guess that's fine by me. I'll just stay indoors until I feel it's safe to, you know, to go ahead and do stuff. Then again, personally, like, if I was living on my own, I would feel quite happy going out, shopping, wearing masks, sanitizing and things like that. I would feel happy doing that. The reason I'm not is because I want to keep my family safe. You know, I don't want any of my family to get ill. At all. I want to keep my family safe. Which is why when I go to work, or, you know, like, I'll start going to matches or things like that, I wear a mask while I go, and, you know, make sure that, you know, I'm doing everything that keeps us safe. If I was living on my own, I probably would be getting back to normal life. But I see why, you know, we need another lockdown. I see the reason. The one thing I hate, though, is Theresa May. Like, in all honesty, Boris Johnson is a better Prime Minister than Theresa May. Because Theresa May has been going into Parliament saying stuff like, oh, it's just a cold, why do you need to lock down? So, if Theresa May was Prime Minister, she probably would not have done anything about this COVID situation. She might have put, you know, the first lockdown up, But if she then saw this occurring, she would not be doing anything about it. But then if Boris resigns, what would the, you know, it's, wait, is Boris the leader of the Conservatives or Tory? The opposing party, like, I don't know, you know, what their leader would be like. That's the thing. You know, at least Boris is, you know, thinking about doing, you know, restrictions in the UK. It's just that he's doing them too late. He just seems like overly confident. Like, would the other leader be like that? Or would they just go, ah, it's fine, it's just a cold. Go on with your lives. We'll get over it. Bit of nasal spray. Couple of, you know, antibiotics and bit of paracetamol. You'll be fine. No problem. Or would they actually be like, right, guys, something's wrong here. I think a lockdown for a month. You think? Yep. All in for lockdown for a month. That's the thing, like, we don't know. I've got to admit though, the funniest soap on TV right now is the House of Parliament. They could honestly make those arguments into a into a TV show, and I would watch it. Some of the conversations they have in there is just hilarious. Oh no, my mistake. That's damaged my goods, has it? Nope. I'm actually doing alright for fuel, you know. I started on a full tank. I got just under halfway to go, and we've done a lot of driving today. Mine says 10 people watching. I can honestly remember the days when we used to get like 12 people watching the Roblox Request streams, and that was like max. Honestly, we only used to get like probably 6 at max watching the ETS streams. It is crazy how in the space of a year things have changed. Also, the growth as well. Like, you know, the channel has been phenomenal as well. Like only a year ago, like I think, you know, we were probably something like 3.7 thousand subs. Now we're above 8,100 subs. That's mental. Absolutely mental. And honestly, I could not have dreamed my YouTube to go beyond that. I never thought my YouTube channel would go beyond 1,000 subs, let alone, you know, 5,000, and now, you know, it's on close to 8,150 subs. It's crazy. We're only, you know, like 1,860 subs away from 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Absolutely mad, that is. And I think no matter what, we should hopefully be able to get that next year, like real soon. Next year we will get to 10k. When next year? I don't know, but we will be getting to 10k. We will be getting to 10,000 subs next year. November 2020 was when we hit 3,000. Jeez. Also, I checked. We hit 8,000 subscribers on the 2nd of December. On the 2nd of December. In less than a month, we've grown by 140 subs. If we could, honestly, if we could get to 10k, you know, before my birthday, that would be absolutely insane. My aim is to get 22,000 subscribers by my 22nd birthday. So that would be 2025, I think. No, 2024. Yeah, in 2024, by June, 22,000 subs. The 22,000 subscribers for my 22nd birthday. Last year alone, we earned close to 5,000 subscribers. Or this year, we've earned close to 5,000 subs. I had no idea what happened in the year 2019. But if that continues into next year, and who knows, we might be, we might exceed that number. But let's just say if we do get 5,000 subscribers next year, we'll be on 13,000 subscribers by the end of the year. 13,000 subs. That's even more popular, or just around the same popularity as Jack the Gamer, which is mental. And then I'll be the, well, I guess the biggest SCR YouTuber in history. I think it was around 13,000 subs that Jack the Gamer unlisted all of his, SCR videos. You know, 2019 is when I, got into this, streaming. And it was June 2019 that I hit 1,000 subs. So in 2 years, I've gained 7,000 subs. 20,000 subscribers next year. That's a very bold statement. I'm gonna aim for this is gonna seem a push. This is gonna seem a very big push. But my guess is 15,000 subscribers by the end of next year. 15,000 subscribers. I don't need any petrol, Dark Reaper. I'm fine. I'm literally alright for fuel. Is that possible? That's what I'm predicting. It means we need to get 7,000 subscribers next year. If we got 5k this year, I think that's possible. Because obviously the more you grow, it has a roll-on effect. The more subscribers you'll learn. You see what I mean? You know, when Cineac streams, you know, like he gets, you know, probably close to, you know, probably about 1,000 new subscribers in, you know, in that day. When we stream, we only get, what, max 10 subs a day? Which is still mental, but if you can, you know, if you compare that to Cineac, you know, like, that's how it goes. If you see what I mean. Yeah, I started YouTube 6 years ago. I just found it as a hobby. I still do. Just earning a bit of money on the side. I do start to see it sort of as a job, you know, doing YouTube, which is, you know, why I try and, you know, invest more into, you know, like my setup and thing, and, you know, like not really, you know, like investing it on, you know, other things. You know, I actually use my, you know, revenue to upgrade my setup. I do see it sort of as a job, because if you earn money from doing something, that is in theory your profession. But I don't see YouTube as my full-time job. I just find it as a hobby I just love to do, and, you know, that very, you know, thankful of the community I've grown over the 6 years, and, you know, earning a bit of money on the side for, you know, to do this, you know, as a hobby. It's just fantastic, and it's why, you know, I don't dedicate all my time in the world to YouTube, which it may seem like I do. But, you know, it's why, you know, there's an F1 race, you know, I'd rather, you know, watch that rather than stream, because, you know, I see YouTube as a hobby. And with YouTube being as flexible as it is, I can, you know, I can afford to do that. You know? YouTube is my independent business, if you like. I choose the, you know, the work, you know, the hours I, you know, the hours of work. I choose everything, effectively. What content I want to do, what days I publish, what streams I do. There isn't anyone to tell me right or wrong. obviously apart from, you know, YouTube, you know, stopping, you know, the copywriting, you know, obviously having to abide by, you know, the terms and conditions and stuff. It's great. Speaking of which, I am thinking about doing some major changes to my schedule next year. If I say major, it's not going to be a complete change. Just some streams are going to be changed, and I think it'll be a lot better for me. I think. I guess I can tell you the kind of plan in my head because I've said it in a few Vlogmas videos. But what I'm planning to do is do one stream a day at most. Maybe two here and there. But most of the time it's going to be one stream a day. So Mondays, depending if Monday's still the, you know, still the good day, Chilled Out Trucking stream Monday, might be another day. Tuesday is going to be Roblox stream in the evening, 7 p.m, about the same time I always stream. In the holidays we may move it to 2 p.m, so, you know, we can have a, you know, a few more games on, you know, a bit of a longer stream. Wednesday, same stream, but don't really know what stream yet. Probably random games, the same as normal, or game of my choice I meant, at 7. Thursday, at the moment, Roblox request stream. Again, may change. Depending on, you know, depending on the, what's the word? You know, depending on the, you know, holidays or not. Obviously holidays will be moved to 2 p.m. When I have dance again, when that resumes, then I'm going to move the stream to the afternoon and probably do game of my choice, and then maybe move, I don't know, Bed Wars or something onto Wednesday. I really don't know what to do, or just have Thursday as a day off from streaming. If on Friday I'm planning to do Fortnite, because it seems a load of people, you know, getting back into Fortnite, and to be fair, I am kind of enjoying the game a bit more. I will admit, I'm starting to enjoy Fortnite a bit more. So I might do Fortnite Friday at my normal time. Saturdays, Roblox request at 2 p.m. That won't change, but there won't be any stream in the evening. And then Sunday, I might put SCR on Saturday afternoon and then put Roblox request on Sunday. I'm still brainstorming ideas. And if I have work on any day, I say work, you know, the football team, that work, video in the games. If I have a fixture on that day, then I'll probably take that as a day off as well. So probably the days off will be either if I have work at the football club or I have dance. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still thinking of ideas. But yeah, that is my plan. One's at least, or at most, one stream a day. Take it a bit more chilled out. I think it'll be a lot more better for me, rather than, you know, constantly thinking streaming is a good idea. I need my own rest time, and I need time to have a break from it all, rather than streaming constantly. Obviously on special occasions, I will do the odd 12-hour stream possibly here and there, like when we get to Roblox Live 300 and milestones like that. Few 12-hour streams here and there. But mainly one stream a day. And not two, because even though I did thoroughly enjoy, in the summer and Halloween, doing the daily Roblox Request streams, it was getting quite tiring. But I did enjoy it, don't get me wrong. It did seem to get a bit, repetitive, and it was a bit tiring now. There is a term for it, but I cannot remember what it's called. It's basically where you tire yourself out to a point where it feels like a chore. That makes sense. Now, I don't want my streaming or my YouTubing to feel like a chore, which is why I don't want to overwork myself. Burnout, that's it, yeah. I don't want this to be, a chore. I enjoy streaming. I want to still enjoy streaming. I don't want to stream because that's my way of making money. I like to do what I want to do. I enjoy doing it, and I want to keep on enjoying it. And if I stream, 2-3 times a day, I just think I'll be burnt out by it all. And because I'm autistic as well at the same time, like, long days just don't match with me. It's like when I go for days out, when I used to go for days out in 2018, 2019, literally the day after the day, I'd literally be in my bedroom all the time. Not, I always am now. But, even when I go downstairs for like breakfast, dinner, tea, I'm literally like non-verbal. Because I just get overwhelmed by the day before. Like, even if it's like a day to like Haven or like a theme park, like something that I'm, quite familiar with, the day after I'm still just overwhelmed by it all. And, I need that time to calm down and just, take it all in. It's always been like that. I literally, whether it's playing my own games, whether it's possibly sometimes making a video, if I feel like it, watching YouTube, watching movies, whatever it may be, I'm literally non-verbal the day after. I think if I was to do that now, maybe a few hours to calm down. If it was like an afternoon or an evening of an activity, then I think I'll be okay like the day after. But if it was like a full day out, I think maybe like half a day the day after is, probably the time I'd need to, just take it all in. And obviously, if I'm literally, streaming to you guys, like 7 hours a day, or to, you know, to like that extent. That's kind of the same if you think about it, like meeting all of those people, having those days out. I just don't think I'll be able to do it, you know? The good thing with YouTube though is that it's not face to face. Like, I don't see you, I don't hear you speak. The only communication I have with you is, you know, through chat. Obviously you guys can see me because that's the way I want my YouTube to be. I want a face cam so you guys can, you know, see my reactions to stuff. Obviously with these chilled out streams, it's a lot better. Yeah, you're right, Optimistic. I do hear a few of you speak, like, you know, when we do chilled out trucking. That is true, but I don't see the physicality. Like, I don't see you physically. And I guess that's like another thing that's like overwhelming, like seeing so many faces and, you know, just trying to digest that, if that makes any sense. For example, when I went to Truckfest in 2018, I went on the bank holiday Monday, the day after I had school. And I remember waking up on that morning, literally drained. I actually did not want to go to school. Because of that busy day I had the day before. But I did go to school because obviously it was a requirement. And yeah. It was alright. Wouldn't say I was probably the happiest with that decision. I hung in there and went to school. Can't wait until you're done with school. Well, honestly, it's the most boring life afterwards. I actually want to go back to school. I actually want to go back. Well, I want to go back for 2 occasions. Not to do YouTube math, not to do maths, English, all of that. My main priority really is so I can do sport on Mondays and Friday afternoons. And to do football matches, you know, at lunchtimes. And hopefully, you know, maybe make the school football team like I was. I really enjoy doing sport. It's a shame that, you know, you had to do, you know, your English, maths, science, things like that. And then you had those optional 2 or something like that. That's what we did at my school. Obviously, some of the schools, you know, have like other things. You know, like you guys probably take, you know, like drama or, you know, history or geography or all of those sorts of subjects. I think the core subjects we only had was science, English, maths, geography, history, we didn't really have as many subjects as mainstream schools would have. Because I went to a special school, because of my autism and my special needs, I did go to a specialist school, and that I think that definitely helped me 100%, because if I went to a mainstream school, with the amount of things I'd be learning, I'd just be overwhelmed by it. I did go to a mainstream college, but because I was learning about one subject, it wasn't too hard. And because I had an LSA assigned to me, a learning support assistant, because I had one of those assigned to me, and because I had my extra time in exams, it was a lot more bearable. Next fuel station, yeah, it probably would just be best just to pop in there for some fuel. I mean, I can probably make it to the end, maybe need to refuel, but yeah, it's probably best if we just pull in here and grab some juice, you know. That's my school life. But it was really nice to, you know, do sport and things like that. And was great to, you know, do the Banter in, you know, my final year when I was in year 11. I'm kind of surprised school let me do it, you know, with it being, you know, one of the biggest years of my life. You know, GCSE's coming up the next year. I'm surprised they let me, you know, have time off school to do the Banter. Yes, I didn't completely miss the lesson. I did have, you know, a few worksheets to do, you know, backstage and every, you know, things now and then. But it wasn't that hard. Like, it wasn't doing like an hour lesson, you know. Mainly it was just recapping, you know, methods and things like that. Honestly, I used to just sit down, you know, after my, you know, like after the interval, because literally, like, I was on the last act before the interval, and then literally my next time on stage after that was literally like 3/4 of the way through the show. So I had literally like a solid like 20 minutes like off stage, like from the interval to when I next needed to go on or something like that. That's when I would, you know, then do a bit of homework and things like that. It was also awesome as well because, you know, school found out, obviously. I was in the panto, and the whole school came to see me on a show day. And I think the entire cast and chorus knew that that my school was coming to see that. So I kind of made sure that, you know, everything kind of went as best as they could for me on that day, because obviously it's my, you know, it was my school, or, you know, I wanted to put on a good performance. I think I actually told the person that played the dame to give an extra shout out to my class. And he did. Honestly, he is hilarious. I think I can say his name, John. He's a very good friend of mine on. Well, I say that we never really talk much, really, on Messenger. Just a nice hello every now and then. Merry Christmas, Happy Easter. We don't really talk, you know, as much. I remember when I watched the Banter in 2019, he got quite ill. And yeah, he kind of lost his voice, and then his son had to, you know, pretty much do all of his lines. And yeah, you guys have actually seen him on the channel on my birthday vlog. He sent in a message for me when my sister composed a video of people that showed me messages, which is, you know, from family and friends. So I think, oh my gosh, learn what brakes are. Yeah, I think it included my friend Chloe, Jade, obviously my cousin Benjamin, and our auntie. Who else was on there? Casey was on there, I think. Obviously Lauren and Katie were on there as well. They did a Macarena thing at the start with copyrighted music. Thanks for the claim. Who else was on there? John, I think then it was John, and then I think it was just Rizzy and Mizzy after that. So yeah, and then obviously there was that fantastic one from you guys, you know, when you guys sent in, you know, like happy birthday screenshots on Roblox. Like that, honestly, that topped my birthday for me. With your love and support on that was just fantastic. And Lauren, excellent song choice. Brilliant song choice. Honestly, I love that video so much. I still watch it today. No one's even hitting me, are they? What is that Reaper doing? But yeah, not to like remind me of my birthday, but just to remind me of like the incredible support I have, you know, on this platform. Obviously, you know, my birthday was when I had 2,000 lesser subs than what I have now, and most of you probably haven't seen that video. Watch it today. I haven't actually watched it today. It's not something I watch daily. It's kind of something that I'd kind of like watch like when I'm not in like a very good state, if that makes sense. Like maybe like, you know, one day when I'm feeling a bit sad or something like that. But I do sometimes have those days, you know, not every day I feel, you know, happy and jolly. But, you know, there are a few days that, you know, I just really feel about, you know, just like going back to sleep or something like that. Well, that's me pretty much every single morning. But yeah, when, you know, a day I don't really have I don't really feel happy or anything, I just watch that to remind me. And yes, there are a few occasions where I do watch it just because I want to. Might actually watch it after the stream. But I think you get the idea. You remember Roblox request 175. Which just raged the entire stream. I'd have to rewatch that one. Can you send me a link to it on Discord if you can find it? I know you've been remembering some of the best Simulator 18 quotes, Dark Reaper. Let's just stay behind this person for these bends. No point in overtaking. We'll overtake on the straight. Make sure to keep distance though. Dark Reaper, what are you doing, man? I'll see if I can find an opportunity around this bend. Alright, let's go for it. The longest overtake ever. Like, only now I'm alongside him. As long as no one appears on the other side of the road, I'm alright. I think he's backed off a lot now. Jesus Christ, X-Rex! Learn what a brake is! Wait, the rest of my household are probably trying to sleep now. Where do you want me to go? Double lines. You couldn't have overtaken in the first place if you don't want that to happen. The other person didn't slow down. They saw me braking and were just like, yep, I'm off. No chance. I mean, when I saw Dark Reaper, you know, immediately slowing down, even I had those thoughts. Am I going to slow down in time? Thankfully, I did. Right, 9 hours remaining. I might have to pull off at the next available stop and end out the stream. I'll finish this off tomorrow morning probably. And then I've done 2/3 of the event. Awesome. We have had a very good journeys though. I think we went from London to Southampton, Southampton to Grimsby, Grimsby to Reims, and now we're going from Reims up to that place in Latvia. Yeah, about 2.5 hours-ish of driving, I think. Not been too bad. Been longer to, you know, what I normally do. When it was a time of me starting a bit later. The Christmas lights I did see though, they were great. There are 2 houses that just completely blew me away. There's one near my grand's house, and I remember when we used to go to my grand's house, we would always go that way just to see that house. And then when we came back, we went into like this estate that there was like another house there that, you know, just completely lit up the entire street. Was fantastic. I did take my GoPro to record some lights, but because of where I sit on the car, I just cannot get good shots of the lights at all. And I just resorted to just looking at the lights, just for pleasure really, not really for, you know, recording or anything. Right, I'll pull off here. I think this will be my this will be a place to stop for the night. And that'll do quite nicely, I think. Guys, learn what a break is. So yeah, 11 hours remaining. Should get that done within the next 11 hours. Pretty much 12 hours. That'll be the first thing I do when I log on to my PC tomorrow. Keep on doing that. Like, we're nearly there. Like, we've done pretty much 3/4. Got a bit longer to go. I mean, as I said, like, I can do that perfectly like now, but yeah, I don't really want to wake my entire house up. So I think I'll end the stream off here. So I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. If you did, then make sure to give it a like. That would be awesome. And thank you very much. Also, make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.